What up? What up? What up? Oh man, James Madison. He's live, man. He probably got half all his stuff, man. That's not cool. That's alright. That's alright. I'll jump in his live stream here a little bit later. What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Oh, we got CB. We've got Mark. What's up? Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm trying to get my own live stream up right now. So, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I'm glad y'all are here. I know James Madison is live right now, but that being said, I am happy that every one of y'all are here. So we've got Mark, we got Miguel, we've got Catman, we've got Sharon. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. What's up, Corey Perkins from Chicago in the house? Yeah. And I'll be looking up and down. I can see some of the stuff on the phone here, but I'll be basically looking at all the chat here. So we've got Keith M from Australia. We've got Camper Van 73. What's up? We got Ron Miller. What's up, brother? I'm good, man. I'm just living the dream, like I'm always living the dream, just living it. So make sure y'all are hitting that thumbs up. If you can, share this video right now somewhere. Tell your friends. We're going to get into a lot of good stuff. Today's going to be a very, just to kind of update. This is an update on Bell Harbor. This is not an update on the Melbourne, the Titusville thing that's going on. So this is the open carry one that I'm dealing with right now. And that's coming up very soon. And we're going to talk about that real quick. But yes, oh my God, Solo, did they drop the charges? Zoe McInerney, they have not dropped the charges as of yet. I'll know more when I talk about the court date. And we're going to let a few more people. If you guys and gals, if you have questions or anything like that, please go ahead and ask your questions, ask away. If I can answer them, I will answer them. But if I cannot answer them, obviously I can't answer them. But yeah, other than that, I've been busting my butt, friggin' making some shirts. I've got a good friend, his name's Dennis. He's been buying shirts left and right. I mean, just when I finish an order, he orders more. And then I've had a few more here, and all that's really working out. So if you are interested in merch or you just want custom stickers, I am in the process of making my own line of kind of what I've said or done or whatever. I'm making my own merch. That stuff is coming. But if you are interested in anything, it doesn't matter. If you want to be creative, if you have a picture of something, just send me the picture and I can tell you if I can make it or not. So that's coming. That's going to help support the channel. I'm not, if you want to send anything through PayPal, you're more than welcome. But I am trying to switch over from doing, I always have the PayPal, but I am trying to switch it over to actually giving back in some way or form. So, and it's amazing how all of you have been just in general. So, let me hop back in here. We've got KLD Cop Watch. What's up? Samuel Williams, the founding father. Hi from Fort Pierce. What's up? I'm coming to Fort Pierce here soon. So, I may not be open carrying, but yeah, email me. Just email me and I'll let you know what's going on. We got Tom Hancock, Outlaw, giving the thumbs up. Air Cooled Accountability, peace, brother. Hope all is well. It's going all right. I'm not, things suck right now because I'm being very restricted on what I can do and how I can do it and things of that nature. But we're going to get into this. And I promise you, we're just getting started. I'm glad there's 39, 40 of y'all in here. And stay tuned. Give me 2 more minutes. I'm going to get into some of this chat. And then I'm going to chatterbox about what's going on. So we've got Gary Pixley. What's up, Rogue? How you doing, brother? Bill O'Wright, Uncurled Ink. Zoe McInerney. And yeah, I appreciate that, Uncurled Ink. He says I'm his favorite YouTuber, and I appreciate that. And I never thought, I didn't really think my channel would ever get to this point or anything like that. The goal was fishing and my rights, and our rights, not just my rights, but all of our rights. And that's how this all started. It started as fishing, then learned about the gun rights, and then included them both, and we're at where we're at. So, Bill O'Reilly's Clueless Beekeeping, Herbert Rushlow, and that zombified potato, Carlos Esperanza. Yeah, and we might talk. I don't really like. I've spoken to OVT numerous times, and we'll get to at the end of this video. We'll talk about that. But right now, what we are going to talk about is what is coming. On May 1st or May 21st, I have another court. It's a Zoom meeting. There is nothing that I think that the public can actually attend. It's all Zoom meeting. It's a private. I don't know if it's private. I'm going to find out. But if it's able to be released, I will release it. If not, so be it. But I have Belle Harbor coming up, and it is still dealing with what they charged me with was open carry. Even though I had the fishing pole and I told them I was going fishing, and I tried to say if I can't fish there, I'll leave. I guess that wasn't good enough, and I don't know. We're going to find out on the 21st. As soon as the 21st happens, I'll know more, and what I can release, I will release. Like, what I'm releasing right now is all public record. If anybody wanted to find out when my next court, you could find it. If you have the information about any of this, you know who I am, and you can find out when these court dates are and all that stuff. So if you want to do research and you want to find out about these court dates, and if you can be part of them, by all means, I'm telling you it's okay. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying if you wanted to do it and you want to go about your day and try to figure it out yourself, by all means do it. I personally can't send you and do these things for you, but if you do it yourself, I can't stop you. Once again, the 21st is going to be Belle Harbor. Right now, I'm still going through the arrest for wiretapping. It's a felony arrest for wiretapping, and unfortunately, I don't really like to say this, and I hate to say this, but my CCW has been suspended. I can't conceal carry lawfully because I have no concealed weapons. It's not revoked. It's not taken away. It's just suspended until this whole court thing is done and over with, which really, really sucks because, this is for me, it's a non-violent crime, but, it is what it is, and I have to deal with what comes my way. So I'm going to deal with it, and I'm going to fight tooth and nail for it. And, I'm going to fight. All of y'all know I'm a fighter. I won't give up. This doesn't stop at all. None of this stops. So that's what I can say about any of this. So, long as y'all stick with me, I've got a couple questions for you. I do have body cams coming. I have a lot of body cams coming. If body cam, right now, because of the two cases, I'm very limited on what I can do, and not just because of my wife. The lawyers, they're like, hey, just right now, let's deal with one of these at a time until they kind of mellow out. So it could be another month or two before I actually get to go back and open carry. We'll find out. But right now, I'm trying to keep you entertained by something, and body cams is going to be one of them. So if you want to see more body cam footage, I actually have a lot of body cam footage that I haven't released. I've just been so busy with all the stickers and the shirts that I haven't had time to edit it all, but I am working on at least 2 videos right now, so stay tuned for those 2 videos, because one, I'm going to let you know, dude, the one video I'm working on right now is a felony arrest. The woman kicks one of the officers. She slashed the tire, and she's arrested for a felony. And I mean, like, this lady goes completely berserk. And the crazy thing about this is that she's wearing a jacket and a shirt, but from like the waist down, she's got nothing. Like, she's naked as a jaybird underneath this jacket and shirt. So that's what's taken me a lot longer to edit, because I have to try to get all the things that are not blurred. I have to get them blurred because of YouTube. So just that one's gonna be crazy. I have body cams coming from Miami Beach. I have body cams coming from, I believe, Jacksonville. Body cams Jacksonville, Miami Beach, Daytona, and I think another city. I can't remember right now, but I think I have body cams coming from 4 different cities, and I'm gonna just keep putting out body cams and putting out any kind of shenanigans that are going on. If you're out there open carrying, or you know somebody that open carries, send me a link to their video, and I will feature it on my channel, because at this point, I want to keep the momentum going. So if you know anybody, or you know videos that are kind of chaotic, send them to Soliaker or the Armed Fisherman. Soliaker, the number 2 at Gmail, or the Armed Fisherman at Gmail. And I'll take a look at them, and if they're worthy, I'll put them out there. So, but I'm going to hop back into this chat, so I'm going to be looking down. I won't be looking this way, I'll be looking down. So let me see who else is in here. We got, like I said, we got a hot mess. Yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah. All right, we got, what are you being restricted on? Right now, like I said, concealed weapons license is suspended, not taken away, not revoked, but just suspended until the wiretapping case is dealt with. So that one's kind of where it is. Hot Mess wants a t-shirt that says, "What ID? Can I see your ID?" No problem, buddy. I'll type that one up, and I'll send you a copy of that real soon. Thank you, Herbert Rushlow. I'll keep up the good work. I'll keep doing whatever I got to do. Oh yeah, she let me see here. The tribe, they dropped her off at the friggin' thing. She woke up, I guess, 3 hours later and left and went to work. And she was a caregiver. She takes care of like elderly people. I guess she's like a nurse or a CNA or an R, whatever. And they let her go. No charges, no nothing. Nothing. It was stupid. I was completely dumbfounded by it. And then they were trying to blame me. They were like, they called me an asshole. For what? For finding a drunk driver, and then you pulling her over and then taking her and giving her a ride to the hotel. I wish they did that with everybody. I guess, do for one as you do for all, right? But that's not how it is. Uncurled, yes, I can screen record most stuff, but I have numerous computers, iPads, all types of stuff. So if I need to get a video on some way, I can always get it. So that's never an issue. A hot mess, that's coming up soon. That's going to come up in about a week. Yeah, Zoom cord is a joke. Absolutely. Gary Pixley, I'm really going to hope that I'm going to fight. Like I said, I'm not going to give up without a fight, So we got Curb ERMJ. What's up? What's up? TZ Baby 504. Okay. Records requests are very simple. There's 3 ways to do it. You can call them and make it orally, or you can show up to their office orally. You can email it, and you go to any city, anywhere you want. And there's probably some kind of electronic way, or you can write them something through mail. So you can either do it written, orally, or through electronic. And then from there, all you need to know is if like for me, I've been doing things for like entire months. For you, if you're just looking for one thing or a couple incidences, know the day of the incident, the roughly about the time of the incident. If it involved you, usually you can just give your name and say, "Hey, I want this record of my arrest or this incident with the police on whatever day," and they will they in Florida they have to produce it. If it's a public record, if they arrested you, ran your name, or did anything, all you have to do is tell them the incident. If you have an incident number, that makes it so much easier. You're like, "Oh, I need all the reports for incident number 59623." That's how easy that is. If you really want to get in depth with it, please email me at the Armed Fisherman. Put in your subject public record request, and I'll try to help you out a little bit better in how I do it. So, yeah, Carlos, I know people say that, and it's not that I don't want to stop. It's just that right now we are at a precedent in our country right now, and our country is so divided and so against everything. They're against people's speech. They're against people's gun rights. They're against the police. I'm not saying I'm with the police. I'm just saying they're against so many things that we're so divided. And the only way that I feel comfortable knowing that I'm safe is by having the rights and doing the things that I'm doing, and to make it known that, hey, I'm not gonna hurt you if you don't try to hurt me, and I make it very clear. I make it clear as day. I'm not a violent person, but I carry guns, and I make it very clear. And you would think, like, if there was somebody trying to take my guns, they would have already tried to take my guns. But I've been in situations where I may or may not have trusted the person that I was in front of talking to. And, I try to keep that distance, but, in a distance of 7 feet, it's going to still be hard to defend myself against somebody that wants to charge me and try to take a firearm. But if that's the case, we'll see what happens. But hopefully that never happens. I'm a peaceful guy. I'm a really down to earth guy. I'm just like, "Hey, how you doing? Cool. Have a good day. Live the dream." So, yeah. Uncurled Ink, you're gonna have to find out if she's hot or not. She might be your cup of tea. She's not my cup of tea, but she might be yours. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I can still open carry certain items even with the stuff that's going on. Who is that? Last on and last on an island. Lost on an island. So yes, I can still carry. From what I understand about my rights right now, I still have the right to possess a firearm. But from my lawyer's discretion, I'm going to listen to him to a T. And once again, I can talk about certain things that are public record, whatever. I can't talk about my feelings about it. I don't, I just, this is like the court date, and what's happening in Titusville are still ongoing. I do have another court date on the 21st of May and all that. So, Benzie, I have her birthday is in 7 days. I have a 2-year-old daughter. Love her to death. She's the friggin' angel of my eye. Like, this little girl is what keeps me going. Because if I want her to have rights, I have to fight for her rights right now. And that's what we're seeing right now, is that they're really trying to restrict a lot of people's rights, everybody's rights. They've already taken my daughter's right to possess, or actually to purchase, a rifle at the age of 18. They can send her off to war, but she can't purchase a firearm or a rifle or she should be able to purchase anything she wants to defend herself. And I believe that. Legislation doesn't. So, Um, what's up, Darian? How you doing, brother? Darian Ballard's in the house. Amazing man. He actually sent me some ammo back in the day. I still have the tracer rounds. I'm still waiting to get out on a ranch to kind of do some late evening shooting so we can see them. But unfortunately, right now it's just a bad time. It's a bad time to deal with the stuff I'm dealing with. So yeah, of course, Benzie. I'm always drinking. I at night. I just got out of work. I get out of work around 11:30, 12. Yes, I drink beer. I like to drink beer. If people ask questions, yes, I like to drink beer. I'm not gonna deny it. Do I drink excessively? No. But do I like to have some beers after I get out of work? Absolutely. Do I have beers while I'm cooking out on the grill on my day off? Absolutely. That's just I think it's American. I'm like America, America. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, like I did. I had still have all 30, or I think 30 of them. I just been waiting to get out to a buddy of mine's range, and it's just right. Like then I was just like I just didn't have the time, and now I don't even have even more time, and now all this bullshit's going on, and I don't. You know, yeah, yeah. Things are just a hot mess. Yeah, Gary Pixley says we got you, so I appreciate that, brother. You've always been there, dude. Gary Pixley. If you guys don't know who Gary Pixley is, this man, he's gone to numerous council meetings with me. He's gone out and First Amendment audited us with us in Titusville when we got our records request. So subscribe to Gary Pixley. He's the one that actually donates all the Streamlight flashlights that I've given away have been donated by Gary Pixley. So please go subscribe to his channel. He's an amazing man, really down to earth dude. I mean, like just about all the people I actually really talk with are like they're very much just like me. They're just fun-loving Americans that just want to be left alone. Don't tread on me. I won't tread on you, and we go about our day. So amazing man. So yeah, yeah, definitely. Life in America has been a hot mess in the last couple of years, man. Our last few years have just I don't know where the country's gone and how it got to where it is. So Jim King says, thank you for the activism, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining in. Thanks for being here. Thank you for telling your friends, subscribing, all that stuff. I can't say how humbling it is to have a group of men and women and like for the most part everybody's 18 and up. I do have a few younger subscribers that every now and again I catch out I'll be out walking around and I run across them, and it's really cool to meet, like 12, 13, 14, 15 year olds that are like, hey man, I seen your video, and I'm like, hey, it's cool, man. I'm like, well, now you're on the video because like I'm out there recording, so it's always cool to meet your like people that are fans or people that have seen your videos and like, hey, you're Solo Yacker. So yeah, it's really cool. It's so humbling. I can't say that enough to anybody. It's so humbling. Yeah. OBAMF Spike says MAGA mofos. I think it's more than just MAGA. I think it was a blend of that and everything. I think everything just went to shit. Everything went the last 2 years of his presidency. Not blaming anything on anybody. I don't. To be honest, I give a fuck about politics anymore. I don't care. I really don't. They're not doing nothing for nobody. They say they're gonna do something for somebody, but they're not doing shit. So I personally, I was trying to be in that realm and trying to make a difference. Even if I might have had a minuscule chance of being there, I probably wouldn't have made a difference. So it's politics is just people. It's a popularity contest of power. And that's take that to the bank. Popularity contest of power. It's people that want to be popular and have power to do and say what they want. I know politicians that are they claim to be so pro Second Amendment, but they want to take away the AR platform, or they want to put restrictions on the on on anything. Like when you start saying you're pro gun and you put a restriction on anything, you ain't pro gun. You might care about that, but you're not pro gun. When you say, and I'm not saying this is everybody, but the second that you start throwing that word "but," oh, I believe in the Second Amendment, but there's an issue with that. There's an issue. Like, I think what I thought at the beginning of this and what I think now is that people have that right. Even felons still have that right to bear arms. They still have a right to defend themselves. But when they get caught with it because of laws, that's when they get punished, and they get punished severely. Most of the time, it's like 3 to 5 years minimum. I think it's a minimum sentence of 3 to 5 years, depending on if they just get caught with it. So there are punishments. Am I telling felons to go ahead and go get a gun? No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is they still have a right. You know, let's just say, and there's case law on this, case law, that even a felon that has a firearm they shouldn't possess, and they were in defense of their life, they will not be charged with murder. They will be charged with possession of a firearm. And there's case law that's proven that. So that's what I would tell anybody, is that everybody has the right. You could be, let's just say, for whatever shits and giggles, a 14-year-old defends her or his life inside his home, and he shouldn't have possessed that handgun or that rifle because he's not old enough. But he still has the right. He's American citizen, still has the right to bear arms and to right to protect themselves. So that's why you don't see these 15-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds getting charged with murder or anything, because they're defending themselves. So in the defense motion, I see it. But, if a felon wants to carry a gun and take that chance of dealing with what comes behind it, because it's not my law, it's a state law or it's a federal law, you can't do it. And that's kind of where I'm at, is that I got arrested for a felony, not charged. I got arrested, and they suspended my CCW. So take that and see, like, I still have the right to bear arms. I still have the right to possess firearms right now. Until I'm charged and convicted of a felony, I still have the right to possess a firearm. But what they're slowly doing is taking that right away, or trying to take that right away. And that's the hard part about this, is that it's something I just can't, I just don't get it. I don't understand until I've been convicted how they can take it away, but that's the way the law is. And I have to deal with it, and I'm going to deal with it, and I'm going to fight to get it back, and I'm not going to give up. So let me see here. Yeah, Gary, there is no but. Yeah. Now, John Bryant asked, why is the Second Amendment the only one they want to change? You can look through history. It's the first thing they always come for, because right now they're even trying to restrict your speech. Florida just passed, the governor here in Florida just passed the riot, the anti-riot or something, to where if it's a mass group of people, that they can be charged, instead of whatever, they can up the charges. And let's just say this group is just out there peacefully assembling. I'm just saying peacefully assembling. They're out there, they got their flags, they got their friggin' signs, they're out there just at the courthouse, whatever, and they're protesting against their government. Against their government. We have the right. That's your First Amendment right, is to redress your government in any way you see fit. But there's a bill that just got signed into law that is trying to, if there are people out there breaking the law, breaking into businesses, tearing them down, burning places, doing the craziness, yes, they don't have a First Amendment right to do that. But if you want to peacefully protest, I'm all for it. I'll stand next to you, but I might, for there's things that I don't agree with. So I talked to somebody, and the BLM thing is one of the things I can't really get with. I don't understand it because like I watch a lot of like interview stuff that not and we'll skip over Caitlin Bennett. There's a lot of people that still do these interviews that are very just out there and interviewing people, and you know they are very very much saying that, yeah, we want to, in Minneapolis they want to burn the city down. They don't agree with, even with him being found guilty, it's still not good enough. They think that there's so much against the black people that they think that every day that a black man is being shot, there's probably 3 white men being shot to every one black person, whether it's justified or not. So it's, you know, like I don't understand why they have to be in, or any person that wants to riot and tear down their city. It doesn't make sense to me. So it just doesn't make sense. Yeah. Yeah. Valerie, terrible human being, depraved. Yeah. Yeah. John, if they take our gun, John Bryant's, or I think OBAMF Spike is replying to John Bryant, but he said, if they take our guns, they can do whatever they want with the country, and that's history. That's very much clear cut history. You can see it. It's happened in China. It's happened in Venezuela. It's happened in Nazi Germany. It's happened to any communist country. The first thing they do to try to get the people to obey is to take away their right to defend themselves. It's just the way it is, and it's always been the way it is. So, and that's the scary part, is that our country is going that way. There's a lot of people that just don't care. They just are like, oh, we don't need guns. We got the police. We don't need guns. We need the police. But then, yeah, it's just like, it hurts my head to hear that. They want to defund the police, but they want to have the government and the police with all the guns. But if you defund the police and you take away all the police, and who's got all the guns? Friggin' your local congressman isn't coming to your doorstep when somebody breaks in. You take away, somebody's got to police it, and if it's not yourself and it's not the police, then it's just complete chaos and anarchy for the criminals. No matter what, at the end of the day, I will always, 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 always fight for my rights. Period. If you don't fight for your rights, yeah, it's just one of those things. You have to fight for them right now, and it's a struggle between everything right now. Yeah, it's just crazy chaos. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta go grab a beer real quick, guys. Hold on. Back, Jack. All right. So, in a nutshell, we're gonna kind of go through what I've been talking about. For those that just joined in, on May 21st, I have another court date in Bell Harbor, and if you don't know what Bell Harbor is, I got arrested for open carry. That's what the charge is. I was on my way to fishing, and I got arrested. So they charged me with open carry while I was going fishing. But anyway, that is on the 21st. It's a Zoom meeting. Unfortunately, I don't believe people can just join in and watch it or whatever. But if it's possible, I'll find out. But more than likely, it's not. And then the charge for wiretapping, that one's still ongoing. I don't have a court date for that one yet. As this stuff comes out and I can tell you about it, I will. But right now, like I said, for the most part, everything, the inner workings and all the stuff that's going on about it, can't really get into. I can just tell you that there's court dates coming, and as they come and all that, I will let you know. Obviously it's all public record, so it shouldn't, anybody can probably find anything on the docket. If you could look at the docket list every day in whatever town you're looking at, so you could always see who's got court and what they're going to court for. And if you ever want to go to a court proceeding, sometimes they let you in, sometimes they don't. So, but anyway, so yeah, right. Yeah. Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to look at you, but I'm also trying to look at the comments because I can see them, but they pop up and they disappear. So it's like just easier for me to look down. But yeah, I am starting to work on my merchandise. I am working on shirts. Right now I have a Living the Dream. That one, damn, it's friggin' so humid out today. It is like, I want to say it's like 82 degrees right now and 100% humidity, and I'm just like melting out here. It's probably not helping that I'm drinking beer, but whatever. But cheers to all y'all. Cheers. But yeah, let me see. Bling blah. Wow, meth binge at its finest. Yeah, buddy. Cool. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I've never smoked meth a day in my life, but that's alright. Trolls will be trolls. Yeah. Let me see. M-Al? I'm guessing it's M-Al. What is the news about the owner of the restaurant you worked before, and did they pay you all your money? I did get all my money, and I guess like a little less than 2 or 3 weeks later, that they got evicted. They got evicted from their place. They got kicked out, and I don't know if it was because of me. I don't know if it was because of, I don't know what it was. All I know is that his restaurant got shut down, and a Mexican joint went up. Not bashing the Mexican joint. I'm sure it's really good food, but unfortunately, I still have a trespass there, so I can't go there. That's the funny thing about it, is like, like one of my fishing spots is actually on my way to that, like towards that direction, and I used to use that parking lot to park at to walk to this fishing spot. And so now I have to go and park like another block and a half away just to make that friggin' half-mile walk just to get under a bridge. Crazy. But anyway, yeah, he did pay. I did get my check. Like I said, he was trying to hold me ransom. He was like, "Oh, you need to take down the video. You need to do this. You need to do that." And I all I did was take the video and put it from public to unlisted. And I did that. He saw it was gone. He was like, "Yeah, you come get your check." I'm like, "I'll hand it to you over the friggin' thing." I'm like, "Okay, whatever, dude." I'm like, "I just want my money." That's all I wanted from the get. And like, you could have, all I went there to do was to get my money. And the fact that I brought police with me, and like, even the office was like, "You guys can't friggin' do this cordially." I'm like, "I've been cordial, dude. The guy attacked me." I'm like, "I'm not gonna deal with that again." You know, I'm not. I'm not like, I'm sitting in the middle of work trying to leave, and three people want to attack me, and his wife wants to attack me. Nah. I'm just trying to get out of there. I just want to go. Just want to go. But anyway, yeah. Sorry, everybody. That was my wife. Yeah. Oh, and that was the other shirt, "Living the Dream." And then I have it's an American flag, has stars on it, and then it has within the stripes it has the Second Amendment written through the stripes. All right. A hot mess just informed me my court date's on the 10th, not the 21st. So wow, it's coming up in like what, 8 days? Cool. So 8 days from now, I will be. Yeah, I saw a hot mess. Um, so in 8 days, I'll have a little bit more information. Whether I don't, like I said, I don't know what's about to happen in this. I don't believe this is like the like trial. I don't believe this is a trial. I'm hoping not. I mean, if it is, it's gonna be friggin' whatever. But we'll find out. And yeah, once I find out, everything's just going chaos right now, and that's why I'm trying to be good, and that's why I'm asking if you would like to see more body cams. Hit that number one, if you want, or if you tell me what you want to see more of, whether it be if you want to see me First Amendment audit, or if you, I know you probably want to see more Second Amendment phishing stuff, but right now I'm not able to do that. Yeah. Yeah. Jeep dogs camping. What's up? Yeah, get them. Yeah. I try to hold accountable. What's up, dude? Neighbor. He's hanging out. But anyway, like I said, I'm just chilling. Oh, if you can see, this is the green screen. This is where I hang out, and this is how all this, I usually back the camera up a little bit further, and that way you get a little bit bigger picture of whatever's going on behind me. But this is what it looks like without all that fancy jazz. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. Friggin', I've got, yeah, it's not a bad idea. So, TripStar 85, not gonna go into that one. Not happening. Because, I just don't, like, I'll let you know I work in a restaurant. What restaurant I work in. Only a handful of people actually really know where I work. I don't really talk about where I work, only because of what I do. And I know that if I talked about where I worked, that all it would take is a couple phone calls from anybody and be like, "Hey, this guy's out there carrying a rifle and he's bad. He's a bad man. He's carrying a gun and scaring people. He scares me when he walks around going fishing." Like that's all I could see, and it probably wouldn't work out. And the job I have, I really enjoy. It's a really great job. I've learned a lot, and it was refreshing. What I can say about where I'm working is that the talent level that's inside this restaurant is bar none one of the best I've worked with since Daytona. I've worked in like 2 or 3 restaurants that we had a solid, like, if you've ever had one of those jobs where you had one of those solid crews for like a year, 2, 3 years or something, it was just like, and then one moved off and then it kind of broke the cycle. Like, this is that job. This is a job I can see myself being there for like a year or two, because everybody's been there for, you know, years, and they're such a tight knit like group, and somehow I found my way into that group. I just busted my ass. I bust my ass. That's all I can do. I bust my ass in everything I do. It doesn't matter what it is. When I put my mind to it, I bust my ass, and I think that's what a lot of people have lost, is that drive. Not saying anybody here, not pointing fingers, and we might point fingers at a few people here in just a minute, but um, you know, the drive to be successful only comes from within. If you were very successful, most people, it wasn't just given to them. Some people, yeah, they got that silver spoon in their mouth and da 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 da. But most people that want to be successful or have some kind of drive, and success isn't money. Success is that drive to say, all right, this is a goal, and I want to accomplish this goal, and I want to be the best at what I accomplish, and that's success for me. So even if you're not making millions of dollars doing what you're doing, I don't make millions of dollars being a chef or a cook or whatever. There's a passion within inside of it that drives me to say, hey, I'm putting up the best quality product I can possibly put up, or I'm putting out the best looking dish that I can possibly put up, you know, and same thing with the stickers, and same thing with the shirts, and same thing with the photos, and same, like, I do photography as well. Most of the photography you don't see, but you know, I've got a really nice camera, take a lot of photos, do this, that, and the other. You know, even like I've just started doing more videography. Not so much like, you know, with the camera out when I'm out fishing, it's just hit record, let the thing roll, and let it go. But now I've been with this sticker business and creating stuff like this. I've actually been documenting it, and then most of the time I just record it as it is, and then I have to put voiceovers over it so that I can explain what the process is. So, you know, everything, it's a drive, and you know, I'm gonna let you know, I get about 4 to 6 hours of sleep a day, because I get up around 8, 9, 10, depending on my daughter, and from 10 o'clock until about 3 o'clock so from 10 a.m. until about 3, 4 a.m. the next day, I'm either working on stickers, promoting a product, doing this, that, and the other. And that's half of it, is the non-constant drive. You know, just before all this crazy stuff started happening, I was out open carrying in 3 different cities every week. So that was the drive. I was trying to drive my channel back to where it was, like to drive and say, hey, I'm trying to do this full time, and da 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 da, and go through the process. And I was getting close. I was really getting close. The channel was growing. I was making a few extra $100 a month, all that stuff, and then all this happened and then just stopped. Like, my channel took a big hurt this month, which isn't a big problem. You know, that's why I work. You know, I don't depend on YouTube. You know, YouTube wasn't directly for me making money. YouTube was directly about getting education out there, getting the knowledge of the open carry, getting knowledge about fishing, and now I've just incorporated so many things into the channel that, you know, you really don't know what you're going to see. But, you know, you're probably going to not see a lot of videos about the whole stickers and stuff. I've got a channel dedicated to that now, and I'm going to work on that. That's where a lot of the stickers, the shirts, the whatever I design, that's where you'll see it. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to hop back into this chat, and then Benzie, yeah, if Benzie's acting up, then yeah, bye Benzie. Yeah, okay, only president I've voted for, and I'll never vote again. Yeah. Yeah, voting, you know, there's a lot of garbage. Politics suck. They really do. it's a popularity contest to get power. They get into a popularity contest. No, I'm better. No, I'm better. Vote for me. I want to be the queen of the prom or whatever. Popularity contest for power. They just want the power. So, yeah. Kevio says Florida prisons are brutal, bro. Stay safe. And I'll tell you, I will tell you about the Titusville while I was in lockup. Lockup was crazy because I got there and I want to say it was around 5 or 6, and I didn't get processed until like almost like 4 in the morning. I sat in holding for like 12 hours, and when I say we were in there like a can of sardines, we were stuck in there like a can of sardines. I mean, people were laying elbow, like when I say laying, people are laying down on the ground. There's one toilet, has a hole in it where a drain flows, so any overflow is just running down this drain. People are laid down on the ground. People are laying down shoulder to like heads on shoulders. Friggin', I tried to stand as long as I could because I wasn't trying to get on the ground, and eventually I ended up fucking putting my fucking head on some other dude's shoulder because that's just, you fucking go like this, and next thing you know, you're like this. You know, it was crazy. And yeah, it was crazy. Food sucked. The entire time I was there, I got fed, I think I got fed 2 turkey sandwiches, some kind of juice bag, and some broken ass cookies. Nutrition at its finest. Even for breakfast, we didn't even get eggs or toast or eggs and bread or anything. We got turkey sandwiches. It was fucking garbage. Oh, and they if you go in through lockup, they put you into your holding cell, and you're on a 23-hour lockdown because of COVID. So they're quarantining you for, if you have to stay there, you're quarantined for 14 days, 23 hours a day, and with 1 hour to go out, make phone calls, watch TV, get exercise, do whatever whatever they allow. So yeah, that was crazy for me too. I was like, it's like, if you're gonna, it's like you're just it was like being on friggin' what's that when they throw you in the hole? That's what it was like. Except for you have 3 people instead of being in solitary confinement by yourself, you have 3 people in solitary confinement, and at least you have somebody to talk to. But like, jail's not the place for anybody. I mean, jail sucks. I mean, like, if you've done something wrong and you've done something bad, absolutely. Like, but yeah, jail is just not the place for me. Hey, cat. You remember what happened yesterday? I told you. Yeah. The cat friggin' chasing. I turn these lights on and, bugs start flying to it, and then this cat wants to go and play with it. So, yeah. Right now, like I said, normally I'm usually pushed back further. Right now, I've brought the camera closer, and the green screen, because of YouTube, I can't throw up whatever I want right now. Or maybe I can. I don't know how. I haven't done it. So maybe I'll look into that. But if you know how, you should get a channel, and you should do it. For anybody out there, if you want your own channel, get a channel, freaking turn it into the best channel. Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Schomburg, 8th and 14th Amendment violations. Yeah. Bling Blah asks, what were you thinking when you put that 5-ounce sinker on that ugly stick? Nothing. I was just thinking, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I'm like, I'm gonna cast out a mile. Yeah. Actually, where I was fishing, there was a lot of heavy current where I was fishing. So I was trying to use heavy weight to get it down, just to get it stuck. And then once again, I didn't like it. Yeah, I was just trying to get the thing to sink on the bottom. It is funny though. A 5 ounce weight on a 7 foot ugly stick. I think it's even I want to say it's medium heavy, so it's not like it's still got a flippy tip on it. So it's not like it's a stout rod. It's not like a big beef stick. So 5 ounce was kind of. I think it was actually like 3 or 4 ounces, but regardless, 3 5 ounces, whatever. Still a heavy weight for that rod. Mm. Um. Yes, Darian Ballard. I am still at the same address. Nothing changed but the day. Yeah, boat anchor. I Spy says never edit your videos. I don't. I'm gonna tell you this right now. When I go out and open carry for general practice, I basically just hit the record button and let it run. And on my camera, there's a little button I can hit and it'll kind of mark it, and that way whenever I go through editing process, I know that something happened right around that time. But if you've ever done some real editing of just raw footage, and you've ever dealt with like a 2 3 hour raw footage, I promise you, you won't have a YouTube channel. People will not watch your videos. People will not sit and watch 3 hours of you walking around, fishing, continue fishing, not catch anything, say hi to people, and they have to decipher where all the good parts are. So my job, what I do, is I chop out a lot of the nonsense. I would chop out a lot of the nonsense fishing. I do mostly interactions with the people. Um, if I'm walking and people are giving me the thumbs up and people are honking, I'll throw parts of that in. Obviously, when the police show up, those parts get put in. Um, you know, there's a lot of things that I have to chop out because my videos would be like legitimately 3 hours long. And I promise you, I wouldn't have 20 or 10,000, 11,000 and change here, and then having 55,000 plus or 56,000 on the other. The reason I got to there is because I was able to keep people entertained throughout the whole thing. Some of my videos in the past, they were like 30, 40 minutes, and they included a lot of stupid BS. I've shortened it because when you look at your analytics, like there's a thing called YouTube Studio, you can actually see age groups, your percentage between men and women, whether it's real or not, I can't tell you, but it gives you it tells you mine's like somewhere right around like 89% men and 11% women. My age group goes from about 18 to 65. Majority of it's in the age group of 35 to 55. That's where that's the general. If I was to say, hey, I'm going to target this group, that's where I would start targeting things, is for people in the age of 35 to 55. But, for me, I've been trying to do more women oriented stuff, in which I do have that coming. That's coming. But you have to try to juggle that. And if you really want to get serious into YouTube, looking at all those things and it'll tell you how long people are watching your videos. It'll break down an average. They're like, oh, average time is for me, it's about 7.5 minutes, which is actually really, really good. Most videos, average time is about 5 to 7. Anything beyond that, you're doing something right to keep them entertained or them watching. When police interactions go completely sideways and crazy, I've noticed that, hey, guess what? That's how I can keep them going for 15 minutes, is because there's an interaction that's just like, it can't be like this. They really can't do this. Really? Is this really happening? And it just keeps them going. But if I've got nothing to show in the first 5 minutes, you're gonna lose you're gonna lose them. They're not gonna continue to watch. That's why you have to give them a little spoiler sometimes. You're like, oh, somewhere in the video you're gonna see this, and then you go into it, and then you give them a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. You give them, and you give them a little bit, little bit, and then you get to the peak, and then you have to calm it down. Then you want to try to level it off, because once you hit the peak, most people leave after that, unless there's something else that happens after that. So it's YouTube is a game of chance, and it's about understanding everything that's going on. And if you can focus on that, you'll do well. If you look at all the other big channels, way bigger than mine, Rogue Nation, James Madison, he's almost past me. Eyes on the State, Rice Krispies, all these people are making decent money long as they're monetized. They're making good money. I mean, I can't say how much they're making. I don't know what they're making. I know what I was making, and I wasn't doing too bad. I mean, it wasn't enough to make me stop working, but some of these other channels, maybe it has like I look at High Impact Vlogs for one. The guy, he makes videos all day long, all day, every day. He's got 500 and something thousand subscribers, and his channel is monetized most of the time. And he's got paid subscriptions, and people are paying him to put their product out. When that happens, yeah, it makes it a lot easier for you to just not work. But I have to work. I have a job. That's why I'm still in my chef coat. Like I said, I got out, I sat on my porch for about 30, 40 minutes, made a couple stickers, was working on another one Dennis, if you're watching, that one's going to be really hard, but I'm going to make it happen. But, I haven't stopped working since I got out of work. So, but let me hop back into some of this chat. Yeah. Let's see. KZ, DSB came in late. Oh, what it do? Kenny Z, what's up? We are talking about, I've got a court date on the 10th, not the 21st, the 10th of this month for Bell Harbor. I got arrested for open carry on my way to fishing. They charged me with open carry, and that court date's on the 10th. And whatever happens, whatever I can talk about, I will talk about. So, same thing with anything. Actually, oh shit, wrong. Let me get in here. Chat. There you go. All right, there you go. Yeah. M Al says, I like you, man. You're like me. You fight for your right and your beliefs, and no one can make you change your personality. Absolutely. We are all different people. I can't expect anybody to be like me. I can't expect anybody to be like you. Just be yourself. As long as you can be disrespectful as fuck. I don't care. I don't care if people are disrespectful. It doesn't hurt my feelings. What I would say is, do I want to be around people like that? And I try to keep positive around my life instead of negative. And that's what I would say to anybody. Positive is better than negative. If you want positive things to happen, having a bunch of negativity around you isn't going to help. But, and we're, you know how the deal is, everybody. I run this for about an hour, but in this last 5 minutes, there's not really, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm gonna break down a lot of quick stuff what's happening, and then we're gonna talk about. I'm not gonna try to bring in names, but I'm gonna talk about a specific something that really bothered me. That bothered me, and it probably bothered a few other people. And I've tried to talk to that person, but anyway, on the 10th of this month, have a court date. It's a Zoom meeting, so I don't believe anybody can attend it. If you can, and I find out you can, and there's a way for you to do it, I I'll do whatever I can. But for the most part, I don't believe you can. Um, the wiretapping charge is still going on in Titusville or Brevard County or whatever. That's still ongoing. Um, if you don't know about the Miami Beach incident that happened almost 3 years ago, it's June 21st will be 3 years. That one is still ongoing. Can't talk much about that one either because, like I said, it's still ongoing. The little things I do know about it are things that I can't talk about. But as that stuff comes out, it'll come out. It comes out on its own. It's all public record. When those things start to flow out, when they come out, I can talk about them because it's public record. Anybody can find it. Anyway, from there, we've got the sticker business, all the shirts. Talk to a Hot Mess. Talk to Gary Pixley. They've gotten a lot of shirts, or not Hot Mess, but Dennis Eggleston. He's gotten shirts. A few people have gotten shirts from me that are on YouTube that I know. There's been people that have been ordering stuff that I don't know, and a lot of stickers. So if you want stickers, email me at Soliecker Designs or hit me up at thearmfisherman@gmail.com. Either one. That way, if you're looking for something personal, or if you're looking for something that I created, we'll work it out. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about is there was a person that I met probably like a year or so ago, year and a half ago at this point, and really cool with him, really cool guy. Like I can't really the person themselves they're really like very relaxed and chilled person. I'm not bashing the person, but there were things said from this person that I didn't agree with, and one of the main things that really kind of not affected me, that kind of really was like a kind of like a slap in the face, was that they had said that I guess he had on a live stream, he had like 15 people on it, or 10, 15. He's like, oh, I guess you guys are the only ones that, really care about me anymore. And I'm just scratching my head like, dude, anything that you've ever gone through, I've been there. I've been right there with you. I've been part of it. Like, these things we've been part of together. And anytime you've ever had a problem, you've always called me, or if there's been times I just called him out of the blue. And I'm like, hey man, how you doing? How are things going? And, and I expressed my feelings about it. And I told him, like, these are the things that you may want to start doing. I was like, because things are either going to go this way or things are going to go this way. And I'm not old, but I've got some age on me. I'm in my 40s. But anyway, I kind of tried to give him some knowledge about my own personal experiences and about how I took things in life and how I bounced back from those things in life, and I tried to explain to him, and and for him to say his YouTubers are the only ones that are there for him, I'm like, dude, you've got my phone number. I've been there. And the only thing I can think of is that he got tired of hearing certain parts of it. And that's why he doesn't call, because he knows that I'm not, I don't sugarcoat shit. I try not to sugarcoat it. I might downplay it a little bit, but I really don't sugarcoat it. And especially when it comes to like real, like, reality stuff, like real stuff. Like some of this open carry stuff is a bunch of BS, and I wish I could deal without half of the BS of the open carry shit. But this was something that was real, and I was in the same position, and I told him I was in the same position, and I told him this is how I dealt with it. I tried to do the same way you're trying to do it, and it was a losing battle for the 5 months that I dealt with it after. And I told him the same thing. I'm like, look, man, it's either going to go this way or it's going to go this way, but you need to prepare if it goes this way. And if you don't prepare for it, it's going to be in a, and this person just, I really wish they would have called me directly before they started spouting out stupid shit. And I'm not saying it's stupid. It's like, look, man, I was there for you. I've always been there for you. I've been there when you didn't even know I was there for you. So, but other than that, I appreciate all of you for being here. As I get more information about anything that's going on, you will get it. As I get more merchandise, you will get it. If you have more questions, need anything, I'm always here. Email me. I've got 3-4 different emails. Pick one. If it's something serious, really try to catch my attention in the email. Let me know. But I always you've always been there for me, so I try to always be there for you. And it's just kind of how it works. If we're not here for each other, then we're all going to be in a losing battle. So don't forget, hit that like, share, and that subscribe button, all that good stuff. And I am really going to get out of here. I've got some more work to do for another guy he wants some stickers. So I'm going to get working on that before I go to bed. So I'm going to say Soliaker. Deuces.